This question came from a viewer on my main channel, Average to Jacked, and he asked, could you talk about training in your 40s and 50s? There's a lot of confusion around volume, recovery, and whether training a muscle once a week is enough as you get older. I think the biggest thing you need to understand is that the core principles of building muscle do not suddenly change just because you got older. Your muscles are going to still respond to mechanical tension. So progressive overload still matters, protein's still going to matter, sleep's going to matter, and then recovery obviously still matters. But what does change is that recovery can become a little less forgiving. When you're younger, a lot of people can get away with bad programming and poor sleep and too much volume and just generally doing dumb stuff in the gym and still making progress. But as you get older, that margin for error is going to tend to get smaller. But that doesn't mean you need some magical over 50 plus workout. It basically just means your training probably needs to be a little more intentional. And honestly, this is one of the reasons my philosophy leans heavily toward lower frequency training. Going from someone who used to do 2 to 3 times frequency and training 6 to 7 days a week, I just train each muscle once per week. So many people have been programmed with this idea that you have to train a muscle more than once a week. But muscle growth is not about how often you work a muscle. It's about whether you created enough stimulus to force adaptation and whether you actually recovered from that stimulus. So if you train hard, you apply progressive overload, and give your body the resources it needs to recover, once a week can absolutely be enough. And one of the reasons I like that approach so much is because it's sustainable. You're not constantly walking around feeling beat up, and your joints are going to feel better, and recovery becomes far easier to manage. And probably the biggest plus is that it fits into real life a lot better than trying to live in the gym 6 days a week and worrying about hitting a muscle every freaking day. So I hope that answered your question and helps you out, man. And if you guys want a step-by-step workout program that's going to work no matter if you're fat right now or super skinny, or even your age, or even the equipment you have access to, you can check out my Average to Jack program that's going to be linked below in the pinned comment. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.